Hello everyone. Welcome to Bodha Academy. I am Kamlakar, lecturer in physics. Today we'll discuss about concepts and formula related to collisions. Basically there are two types of collisions. One is elastic collision, other one is inelastic collision. A collision in which both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved is known as elastic collision. A collision in which only momentum is conserved and kinetic energy is not conserved is called as inelastic collision. Let us consider one-dimensional elastic collision between two bodies. We are assuming that a body of mass m1 is moving with velocity u1, another body of mass m2 is moving with velocity u2. We will assume that u1 is greater than u2 so that collision is possible. So after collision, let v1 be the velocity of first body and v2 be the velocity of second body. In this case, we can observe that relative velocity of approach is equals to relative velocity of separation. After collision, the velocity of first body is given as v1 is equals to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 whole thing into u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 into u2. Similarly, we can find velocity of second body as v2 is equals to m2 minus m1 by m2 plus m1 whole thing into u2 plus 2m1 by m2 plus m1 into u1. We can consider certain special cases in this aspect. When both bodies have equal masses, then after one-dimensional elastic collision, both bodies will exchange their initial velocities. If both bodies have unequal masses and second body is initially at rest, then after collision, the velocity of first body will become m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1, and velocity of second body will become 2m1 by m1 plus m2 into u1. Another special case is when m1 is equals to m2 and u2 is equals to 0. That is, second body is at rest and both bodies have equal masses. Then after one-dimensional elastic collision, the first body will come to rest and second body will begin to move with the velocity equal to initial velocity of first body. Next case, when a heavy body collides a light body that is initially at rest, then after collision, velocity of heavy body remains same and lighter body starts moving with double the velocity of heavy body. Last case, when a light body collides heavy body, which was initially at rest, then after collision, heavy body continues to be at rest and light body retraces its path with same speed. Let us consider kinetic energy aspect in perfect elastic collision. We are assuming that a body of mass m1 makes head-on collision with another particle of mass m2 that is initially at rest. We assume that the collision is perfect elastic collision. The fraction of kinetic energy lost by colliding particle is equal to 4m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2 whole square. The ratio of kinetic energies of colliding body is given as final kinetic energy by initial kinetic energy is equals to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 whole square. Our next topic is coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution is defined as ratio of relative velocity of separation to relative velocity of approach. That is, E is equals to V2 minus V1 by U1 minus U2. E depends upon nature of material. For perfect elastic collision, E is equals to 1. For perfect inelastic collision, E is equals to 0. Therefore, the value of E lies between 0 and 1. Suppose a ball hits the wall normally with a velocity u and then bounces back. Then in such case, the magnitude of velocity v is given as v is equals to eu. Remember, this is the magnitude. Direction will be opposite to that of u. A metal sphere is dropped onto a metal plate placed on the ground. So we are assuming that a sphere is dropped from a height h onto the plate. It hits the plate with a velocity u1. Afterwards, it bounces back with a velocity v1 and attains a height h1. In such case, the coefficient of restitution is given as E is equals to under root h1 by h. A sphere is dropped onto the ground from a height h. Then, on collision, the sphere rises to a height h1. Afterwards, again it falls from height h1 onto the ground and then bounces back to a height h2. The process continues. In such case, height attained by sphere in nth bounce is given as hn is equals to e square to the power of n into h. Total distance traveled by sphere before coming to rest is given as S is equals to h into 1 plus e square by 1 minus e square. The speed at nth bounce is given as Vn is equals to e power n into under root 2gh. Time of nth bounce is given as Tn is equals to 2 e power n into under root 2h by g. Total time taken by body to come to rest is given as T is equals to under root 2h by g into 1 plus e by 1 minus e. In this case, the average speed is given as V average is equals to 1 plus e square by 1 plus e whole square whole thing into under root gh by 2. Our next concept, oblique impact. A sphere hits the floor with a velocity u, making an angle alpha with the normal. After collision, the sphere moves with a velocity v. In such case, the velocity with which the sphere bounces is given as v is equals to u into under root sine square alpha plus e square cos square alpha. The coefficient of restitution is given as E is equals to tan alpha by tan beta. For perfect elastic collision, E is equals to 1. So in such case, V is equals to U and alpha is equals to beta. For perfect inelastic collision, E is equals to 0. In such case, we'll get V is equals to U sine alpha and beta is equals to 90 degrees. So let us consider two-dimensional elastic collision between two bodies. Consider a body of mass m1 moving with velocity u1. Let it collide elastically with another body of mass m2 which is initially at rest. After collision, first body moves with velocity v1 making an angle theta 1 with x-axis. Second body of mass m2 moves with velocity v2 making an angle theta 2 with x-axis. By applying law of conservation of momentum along x-axis and along y-axis, we'll get two different equations. Apply law of conservation of kinetic energy, we'll get one more equation. Solve these three equations and find out whatever is asked in the problem. Here we can consider one special case. When both bodies have equal masses and second body is initially at rest, then after elastic oblique collision, both bodies will move perpendicular to each other. Now let us consider head-on inelastic collision between two bodies. We are assuming that a body of mass m1 is moving with velocity u1, another body of mass m2 is moving with velocity u2. We are assuming that u1 is greater than u2 and both bodies undergo head-on inelastic collision. Then after collision, v1 is the final velocity of first body and v2 is the final velocity of second body. Then v1 is equals to m1 minus em2 divided by m1 plus m2 whole thing into u1 plus 1 plus e into m2 whole thing divided by m1 plus m2 whole thing into u2. Similarly, we can find v2 also. Here also we can consider one special case. If both bodies have equal masses and second body is at rest, velocity of first body after collision is given as v1 is equals to 1 minus e into u by 2 and v2 is equals to 1 plus e into u by 2. Therefore, the ratio of v1 by v2 is given as 1 minus e by 1 plus e. Our last topic, loss in kinetic energy in perfect inelastic collision. That is when two bodies stick after collision and move with common velocity. In that case, by applying law of conservation of momentum, we can observe that common velocity v is given as m1 u1 plus m2 u2 divided by m1 plus m2. The loss in kinetic energy is given as half m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 whole thing into u1 minus u2 whole square. Here also we can consider one special case. If second body is initially at rest, then u2 is equals to 0. In such case, we will get loss in kinetic energy is equals to half m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 square. Thank you for listening. Do share and subscribe.